Hello everyone, I'm Carius, and today we'll be looking at my double X-Shot Chaos Orbit. It is exactly what it looks like. It's two orbits bolted together. You can see we've got the handle on the right orbit and then this paddle that I've attached to the trigger of the left one, which makes it really easy to shoot the second one. We got the two pump grips at the front connected to this worker grip, so you can prime them both at once. They're both stock springs because two upgraded orbits would probably be a little too heavy to prime. And I left the priming lock on this side, but I took it out of the other one, so I can actually use it to unlock both of them. But it functions just fine having just one, obviously, because it locks this side. And I just deprime both of them. The button back here to release the magazines, which are still separate. I could have linked them, but it was kind of finicky, and it's so easy to just do them both at the same time that it didn't really matter. And when I connected these together, I made sure that this lines up so that, and I had to cut the end off of both of them on either side, but the release button just pushes all the way through to the other one and releases them both. So that's pretty straightforward. The jam doors in both of them, I just have this taped shut right now because the orbit does this thing where sometimes when you prime it, it'll open itself and then you start getting jams because the balls are trying to come out the side. So I just put a piece of duct tape on there for the moment rather than gluing something permanently for now, but I might do something more permanent about that. I cut the weird little sight off of both of them just because I like the way it looked with the double setup. So it's pretty simple. It's bolted together in the back here, and then there's a bolt connecting it up here, and then the priming grips connect it, and that's all that it needed. And it's a pretty hefty prime. Both orbits have the air restrictor removed because that's the one big problem with the orbit, is that it's really picky about ammo. If you've got a rifle ball that is just a little bit smaller than normal, the air restrictor actually pushes it forward into the barrel, and then the air restrictor's closed, so the air doesn't come through, and then you get a shot that just kind of poofs out of the barrel and barely goes anywhere. But that's easily fixed just by deleting the air restrictor. So yeah, one prime, two trigger pulls, and a double shotgun. So one really cool thing about the orbit that I like, aside from it just being a good blaster anyway, it's got a huge plunger tube, it's got really robust internals. Aside from that air restrictor issue, it's really well put together, and it'll shoot 2 or 3 rival balls almost as well as it'll shoot one. Something about the way the barrel is put together, a stock orbit will actually shoot 2 better than it will shoot 1, which is strange. So with this double, all I got to do is prime it a couple times using the lock on the side, right? And theoretically, if there was ammo in here, I would have just loaded 3 into each side, which is, it's more than capable of shooting even with a stock spring. And that gives me 2 shots of 3 just ready to go, which is pretty cool. So let's get this in front of the chronograph. All right, so let's get this thing loaded up and put some shots through the chronograph. See, just like the regular orbit, it's pretty easy. You just have 2 magazines to fill instead of 1. Theoretically, this will be pretty easy to top off in the middle of a game, and you can choose whether you want to reload one or the other. Probably have one ready to go while you're still in the middle of reloading your second one. It's all loaded up, both sides. "106, 104, right and left. "106 and 99. Now let's rack it multiple times. So now there's 2 loaded into each side. 95, 89. So we've barely lost any FPS. Let's try 3. 88, 83. So yeah, it shoots 2 or 3 almost as well as it shoots 1, which is just something that I've always thought was nutty about the Orbit. And now that I've got 2 of them bolted together, you can just have 2 shotgun blasts ready to go, which is just super fun. It's like having a double barrel shotgun, which, yeah, that's the whole point. Well, that last shot was 110. But it's just stock Orbit performance, you know, your usual thing, but it's a lot of fun. Is it really a Nerf video if we're not trying to answer the most important question? How good is it at knocking down plastic cups? That was a pretty good first shot. What about shotgun mode? I'm so close to that one. And I think with that, I'm out of ammo. Yep. So I teased this blaster in my last video. I kind of showed it briefly. And somebody suggested putting googly eyes on it, which I think is just a silly idea. I would never do that. But yeah, no, that's hilarious. And yeah, so now it has googly eyes. I feel like plastic cups are the ballistic gelatin of Nerf. How many layers of ballistic cups can I get through? Most of them, it turns out. Well, that works. secret bonus mod. So right after the last video, I decided I wanted to do this. I took another knockout and made it chambered for megas. And it's got some serious thump to it. Stock spring as usual. I then took, the barrel is 3/4 inch CPVC bored out with a 3/4 inch spade bit. Actually, it's still sitting over here. Just one of these. And then you get a really nice Springer fit barrel. And I took the same drill bit and bored through the old rival ammo holders. And now you can just stick mega darts in them. So you got ammo storage. This one doesn't want to go all the way through. That's weird. There we go. Now this hits like mid 80s FPS, which with mega darts is pretty crazy actually. I know mega caliburns hit way harder than that, but this thing's got some serious sting to it. I wanted a mega one, so I made one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I think I'm going to try to do these weekly. I've certainly got enough stuff to show off. It's just a matter of finding the energy to make the videos, but I'm going to keep it going. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video, and until then, this has been Carius reminding you to have fun. It's been stolen.